And then you stop it, and it stops. See, it says pause.
What about this is on the right setting and all that kind of
stuff?
Yeah. What about...
Hello, my name is Rodger Koopman. Thank you all very much for being here. It's because you show up at forums that you inform yourself that this process actually works. I'm here to ask for your vote tonight. I'm not running for the District A seat, I'm running for the District B seat. I've been in Raleigh for a little over 4 years. Prior to that, I spent some time in California doing a startup company, and prior to that, I spent 15 years serving my country in the United States Air Force. I'm proud to say I've been endorsed by the Sierra Club, which I think shows you that as far as my policies and my positions in terms of growth, open spaces, parks, recreation in the city, I have the support of one of the better environmental organizations in our great city. I am very concerned about growth. My 7-year-old goes to public school here. We know growth isn't paying for itself. We have a drought right now. We have water shortages. So we are facing resource shortages based on the fact we are getting too many people living in this area. I'm a strong supporter for the mayor's proposal that he last year tried to get passed in the city council of a $2,400 impact fee. I'm not sure if you realize, but Cary has impact fees anywhere between $4,700 and $7,000. And clearly, they haven't stopped building over there, and clearly their property values haven't gone down. I could talk for hours, but I'm told I only have 10 seconds. Just remember, Coop is the man for District B City Council. Please vote for me October 9th. Thank you very much. So as a retired military guy, I pride myself on being plain spoken, so it's no, yes. No to higher property taxes, yes to higher impact fees. This whole thing about 72% last year is a numbers game. They went from $650 to $1,100. It sounds great when you say 72%. When you say $1,100, it doesn't sound anywhere nearly enough. As Nancy just mentioned, we're still subsidizing over 70% of this growth with our property taxes, which means those property taxes are not used to pay for vital services. It means all our money flows out of the city towards developers who are using that money, of course, for whatever they use it for. So the mayor last year tried to increase impact fees to $2,400, which is still way below what Cary charges, and he got backed into the wall with backroom politics, which I will not do. When I'm elected, I will absolutely support the mayor's initiative to raise these impact fees. Thank you.
Are protected and managed appropriately. Specifically, do you support some city parks being designated as nature parks?
Hello?
Yes, absolutely. Specifically comes to mind Horseshoe Farm Park, which should not be touched by any development. No gym, no community center. Durant Nature Park, same thing, should be protected. Dorothea Dix, Destination Park. I absolutely support that, wholeheartedly. And I think because of that position and some others is why the Sierra Club has endorsed me. Of course, a minute is not very long, unfortunately. I understand the constraints, but my website has a lot of information where I expand on my positions. I also cite a lot of the statistics that underlie all these issues that we're facing. So if you go to my website, rodgerkoopman.com, you have a little more time to spend with my opinion and my position. Thank you very much. I think last year, several courageous council people in our city council tried to actually pass infill standards, but unfortunately those were defeated. So there has been an effort, and again, because we don't have enough votes on the city council currently, we can't get some of those changes passed. This is, to me, not about vilifying developers. I have nothing against developers. I look at some of this as my 7-year-old. He will do whatever he can get away with, until there's some rule and then some consequence, like he loses Pokemon cards quite frequently. But it's the same thing. You and I, as a community, using the comprehensive planning process, can create a reasonable set of rules that very clearly lay out what you can and cannot do. And that process is being subverted at times because the development community is overrepresented on the Planning Commission and some other boards. When we change that, we get more of our citizens, like you and I, to participate in this process. The rules that we create to deal with some of these issues will then automatically reflect our best interest.
and I wondered, can you all give us a little background on your planning or zoning experience and what you know about that?
Well, unlike Russ, I'm not a city planner by trade. Prior to joining the Air Force, I was actually very active in the local community. I live in Palm Springs, California. I was chairman of one of the Chamber of Commerce committees. I served as a vice chairman of one of the city commissions. I was also very involved in charitable work. So I'm not a planning expert, and actually that's part of what I bring to the table, the humility to know that I don't know everything. And I like to surround myself with the smartest people available. Smart people do not intimidate me, because we have an incredible wealth of knowledge in our community. We have great schools and universities. We have incredibly engaged citizens. So what I will bring to the table beyond good common sense and good education, I do have 2 graduate degrees, and one is in public administration. But again, my wife will tell you, I don't know everything. And she's right. And because of that, I want to make sure we have a comprehensive planning process that reflects as many opinions as possible. My name is Rodger Koopman. Rodger's with a D, and then Koopman, K-O-O-P-M-A-N. My website is rodgerkoopman.com. I invite you to go to my website because my position, my opinion is very well published there. And again, I would like to ask for your vote for those of you that live in District B on October 9th. A lot of people don't realize October 9th we're going to vote. So very few people get to decide what this city that is rapidly growing is going to look like 20 years from now. I want to thank the League of Women Voters in Wake Up Wake County, because you asked really good probing questions, and I actually wish we'd had more time, because these are very important, sophisticated, nuanced issues, and they require a lot of thought. What I can tell you tonight is that I absolutely will vote to increase impact fees. And if Thomas wants to go to $3,500, I will support him on that. I will vigorously work on public transportation. I will also look for more bike lanes. I will protect Horseshoe Farm Park. I will protect Durant Park. I will protect Dorothea Dix from development. I will look for water, because we don't have much. When I enlisted in the Air Force in 1983, I was an E1. I was making $600 a month. My ex-wife and I, when our daughter was born, we were on WIC. We were below the poverty line. I know what it's like to live in substandard housing. Affordable housing is near and dear to my heart. If you worry about me following my word, there's built-in accountability when you elect Koopy. My wife is a veterinarian. She knows how to use a scalpel. Her expertise is neutering and spaying. She's also Lieutenant Colonel in the Army Reserve, so she knows how to use weapons. If ever you have an issue with my voting record, you call my wife. She will set me straight. I have very bad knees, so I can't run far either. We need to take care of all the people that protect our quality of life, and I'm out of time. As you can hear, I love to talk. Please vote for me, Rodger Koopman. Thank you.